Well, Orange pregame rolls along, getting you ready for the season opener at long last year. Syracuse and Army here today. Brian Higgins joined by starting midfielder Jamie Trimboli. And Jamie, we're talking to you today because our pregame interview with you for Syracuse and Rutgers never got seen by anybody. Now, almost a year ago.
We try not to worry about it too much. Just stay clean and we'll be all right, I think.
Jamie, the last year ago. Take me back then, if you can. I mean, we're thinking back to the Hopkins week. You guys are walking off the field. You've blown out your rivals. You're number one in the country. What was the roller coaster of emotions, I guess, after that to where we're at right now?
It's been a wild ride, you know. It's been a long time since we were able to suit up and play against somebody else. We were actually just talking about that the other day. It's been the longest period of time before we've gone against another team. We're getting pretty sick and tired of going head to head with our teammates here. So it was a wild off season, wild summer. Obviously, things have been atypical to say the least, and we feel very grateful and very blessed to be back out here, ready to play on Sunday.
I'd say the last time I literally saw you in person, I've seen you on Zoom. We were standing in Ensley, I think the Wednesday before the game that ever happened. And, you know, it's the time before masks. It's the time before any of this stuff. And you think, all right, maybe it'll be a week or two and you'll get back at it. The fact that it's been so long, and there had to be questions whether this was actually going to happen. How much more do you guys as a group, I guess, appreciate the fact that, all right, it's game week and you're finally back there on the field?
Yeah, we try not to take any moment for granted because it's been a couple instances now where we've had things taken away from us. And this group especially is fully aware of the fact that we're fortunate enough to go out and play every day with our best buds and play the game that we love. So we try to bust our butt every day at practice and bring all the energy we can because we know that it can be taken away at any point. So
I'd say since then, there's been a full loop of the year of basically every college athlete's been given the opportunity having another year. You guys were kind of the first people to go through it. It was not something that was top of mind or a normal thing at the time. How fast did you process that and make that decision and sign up to do it again this year?
initially right away, I kind of knew in my head and amongst the other guys that came back, we all kind of knew immediately that we really wanted to. But wanting to isn't always enough. You know, you have to have the right conversations with people and make sure things are in order before you can logically and logistically make it happen. And fortunately for all of us, we were able to do that, and we had the right conversations. We have the right people around us in our life supporting us that allowed us to do it, and a great coaching staff and university here that made it happen for us. So
Yeah, sometimes a lot of the right conversations is somebody's got to pay for it to make it happen. So all
exactly.
those things went the right way for Jamie to be here this year. And what's amazing about you guys is it's not everybody, but darn near everyone's back from last year that played an important role. I think only 4 guys that legit were in the rotation last year have moved on elsewhere. How much can that help this year, Jamie, that you guys were cooking last year? You know what you're all about. And in this year of starts and stops and who knows what's going to happen, you guys know what each other are all about here right at the start of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, we have a majority of the team back, but that being said, it is a new group, a lot of new faces. The locker room's different. We lost some great locker room glue guys from last season that moved on with life, and we gained a great freshman class that's full of interesting personalities and a lot of talent. So it's a whole new team, a whole new feel. We're lucky enough to have the experience on the field for the most part there, and we have, like I said, some great talent that showed up this year. So we feel awesome to be able to put it all together.
All right, top of that talent list has to be Owen Hiltz. I mean, he's the number 2 recruit coming in this year. You've seen him on the field. What sticks out to you?
He's a shifty little booger. Not to make fun of him, but he's a small guy, short in stature, but his game is huge. You'll see it on Sunday. He makes plays, and it's the Canadian feel, the Canadian vibe he brings to our offense that we haven't really had before him, and he makes a ton of incredible plays that leave us in awe a lot in practice. So I'm excited to see him out there for real.
All right, looking forward to seeing those things myself. Shifty little booger. I'm going to file that one away. All
All
right,
right, Elsie.
we've seen the first midfield together. We've seen you 3 guys play together for years and years now with yourself and Brendan Curry and Tucker Dordovic. I mean, you guys were all playing at an All-American level last year when it got shut down 5 games in. How ready are you to pick up where you left off as a group?
We feel we're ready. You know, we've had a great off season, and we've stayed in communication through the whole quarantine and the whole preseason. talking our X's and O's, talking the things we usually do. So we know people are going to throw wrinkles at us and kind of try to stop and prohibit what happened last year from happening again. So we're ready to have some responses for that and some answers and throw some new wrinkles of our own at them. So we're excited and we love the challenge.
All right, lastly, Jamie, you walk on the field on Sunday. It's real at that point. It's finally back. What do you expect the emotions to be for yourself and for the team at large when you are finally back on the field for a real game?
Yeah, the sense is that we're on a mission, and we know we had a pretty successful short season last year, but we know that that's not nearly enough and nothing that we want to really hang our hats on. So we were ready to pick back up where we left off and prove that we haven't missed a beat, and we're ready to kind of continue our tear that we started on last season.
All right, Jamie, good stuff. Good luck today and the rest of the season.